had never stepped foot on a sailboat when I bought mine sight unseen, no survey, from across the continent. I thought life would look like this, a party, all sailing and good times ahead. But it was the start of a series of unfortunate events, starting with a bad broker. Pop Yachts listed the wrong city when they sold me the boat. Luckily, I had the contact of the seller who corrected them. Now all I had to do was contact every marina in the state of Florida trying to find a slip. I finally found a private slip in Cape Coral, which I secured, and found a captain to move the boat to. Paid for that slip for 3 months, but she never made it there. In fact, she didn't make it out of Boot Key. She was anchored incorrectly, dragged, and hit another boat who was rightfully upset. But that post snowballed into a whole bunch more problems for me. My boat was robbed for thousands of dollars of electronics and various items, including my Tesla batteries, which were a huge selling factor. When I finally met the folks at Boot Key, they were a lot nicer than they came off on that Facebook post. I fell in love with the lifestyle instantly. I was born for it. And for a while, things were really good. I was finding my way through the community and falling in love with learning boat life. Those naive days were a gift from God. I got to fall in love with everything without having any idea how much hard boat work and bad news I had ahead of me. I would have never guessed that running from a hurricane across the Gulf of Mexico would be both the first time I really experienced sailing in my boat and, unfortunately, the last. The universe gave me one last big adventure before a juggernaut was about to step up to the plate and give me the fight of my life. 6 months after purchasing my first boat and moving me and my animals across the continent alone in a huge lifestyle change, I was diagnosed with stage 4 terminal cancer. My life expectancy was less than a year, and I spiraled into a really dark place. Those days of sailing were really the only thing still getting me through mentally and emotionally. These moments were what provided me strength when I could not see light for myself. How beautiful of a moment in life is this? I am so proud of my business. I built it from the ground up all by myself, but it's a cup I constantly pour into that never pours back. This lifestyle change was the first thing I truly did for myself that feeds my soul in a way I can't explain. But when I went into that dark place, none of it seemed to matter anymore. I gave up on everything. It wasn't until my girlfriend, who really believed in me, flew me out to the Bahamas with my dog to crew with her. I re-fell in love with this lifestyle and started pushing myself again. I don't know how long I have, or if I'll actually finish all this work and get to go sailing again before my health takes that option away from me. But I do know I've exceeded doctors' expectations once, and my own a few times too. So as long as I don't let myself lose focus on this goal, I know everything's going to be okay somehow. It's not what I imagined, but I'm very grateful to be celebrating my 2-year anniversary on board Walrus and my 1-year anniversary of having the cats on board, because this life is something I don't think any of us are willing to give up anytime soon. If I didn't have this lifestyle change before my diagnosis, I would have never made it this far, and I can't wait to be pulling out those sails again. I know someday I'm going to make it happen.